welcome. We're excited this moment, trusting God that it will be better. We pray every day for couple, trusting that their life become better than it was before we met with them. Gracious is God, and we thank Him for everything, for this rare privilege. We thank Him. He is awesome.
It's wonderful.
He's wondrous to be praised.
Yeah.
And we glorify His name. It is well with couples, wherever they are. It is well with you that is connecting with us.
It is well with all that has to do with you.
You are special.
And whatever part of the world that you are connecting from, we especially welcome you.
God bless you.
And we are highly elated to have you around as one of our guests in this broadcast. Yeah, it's a broadcast because this is Hard Talk Zone with Tina Okonji and Okonji Christopher Television. So you are welcome. Once again, it's good to have you. Stay connected and stay put. It's good to have you around. Thank you for joining us at this hour. I don't know what part of the world you are connecting from, and I don't know what time is it in your own axis, but I know it's just some few minutes to 11 if I'm right. Please, as you come in, don't come in and go out. Don't make yourself feel as if, oh, I don't want to be the first person. You can be the first person. You can stir up, stir up the whole atmosphere of what we want to do here because we need you just the way you need us. So as you come in, make sure you go do the needful. Make sure you like the like or your phone. As you are holding your phone, whatever it is, a tablet, you see 3 buttons at the right hand side. When you click it, it will take you straight to comment section and also the like. So like the like, and once again, you're welcome.
Thank you. So good morning, afternoon, and evening, wherever you are. And this moment, we are grateful and delighted to be home again. He's my guest. He's always a guest.
Yeah.
So, but I want to say, if you join and stay on with us, we are going to be discussing important aspects of life and living.
Yeah.
Especially for those that are about to settle in marriage and those that think of settling in marriage in the nearest future, because God desires for people
to be coupled,
to have the joy of living.
Yeah.
And you have to understand some of the things that you have to go through, because sometimes actually people just going through something they don't understand, and at the end of the day they are like, wow, is this what we are into? And the truth of the matter is that because they are not well schooled
and because they are not
actually
ready.
Now welcome, we appreciate you being there. So please, let's talk about many people. They call me, some youth called me some days ago and said I should come and discuss with them concerning the importance of having, welcome, we know you are here, importance of having the registry marriage, they call it court marriage. Welcome, we appreciate you being there. Welcome.
Who's
Thank
there with
you.
us?
No, don't look back, please. All right, so we are on say welcome, and then we are going straight. You can ask your question. We ask, the camera is a little bit far from us, but hello, welcome everyone. Caroline, Beagle, all right, all of you, I appreciate you being there. So it's all about healthy lifestyle, healthy living. I hope you're joyful, understand what life has to offer, understand that you are very important, and you have to live your life to fullness by having all the joy of living. And one of them is that someone was saying to me, he said, but the registry marriage, which is the marriage we conduct in the court, not a courtroom, but at the registry, has a lot of negative implication.
And effects.
And effect, I said, no. So today we're going to redefine it again. It's in one of my books and in one of my magazines too. We're going to redefine it again. And you're going to give us your own take concerning, all right, the
court marriage.
Court marriage.
That's what we're.
And I want to say that even as you do so, wow, you will not regret at all.
Yeah.
Is it possible to have your phone so that? All right, we can see their names. Okay, be careful. So, as he comes in, I'm going to be taking it, but please stay on, like he has said earlier. Stay on. He's a guest to my channel. This Hard Talk Zone with Tina Okonji, but we always work together. So most of the time, I'm also in his channel, Okonji Christopher Television, and then we talk together as couples to be able to encourage other couples that they can actually live life sweetly to the fullness. So Don't go anywhere. Stay on. Like the live. Ask your question. Contribute to what you think about the importance or disadvantage of the registry marriage. They call it court marriage. This will interfere. Did you say noise completely? All right. So we are taking it from my book. Pardon me. Are you still on? Pardon me. All right. So welcome everyone again. We are looking for a phone that is there. Please let our attention also be in the screen so that they will be getting from us. Registry marriage is called a court marriage in Nigeria. I don't know what it's called, whatever part of the world that you are. Now, what is it called in your own part of the world? All right. It's a type of statutory marriage conducted at the registry. Someone said it's in the court. No, it's not in the court. Court is where they judge cases.
Yeah.
And
it's part of
the lawyers
the artilleries
in different fields, trained in different parts, now comes and they give their own verdict concerning the case at hand. Truly, but if it's a marriage aspect, is conducted in a
it's also in the court. It's part of the artillery.
They call it registry. They call it registry. They call it registry. It's conducted at the registry. All right. So we leave it at that. Court is where cases are handled and conclusion is given. Okay. So it's either it is done in Nigeria, in place of Nigeria, it's either it is done in the court, or it is done in local governments where where that the government has designated that it should be done. It's not a local thing that should be done in some local places like that. It's something that is serious, and there is one that was saying that in fact if it's some country, the president had to sign in your certificate that it is conducted, you have been married at the either federal level basically, and then of course the state level provision, there is no federal representation in that area. All right, so it's a legal process that involves the registration of the marriage with the government. It's a legal process, and I like it so much. We are talking about what they call court marriage. Is it important? Someone has said, I'm not going to do court marriage because if anything happens, the woman will pack all my things, and then of course and go someone who says he has so much assets, he cannot just allow one woman or his family members, especially where we have diverse culture like Nigeria. Someone will just come and pack all my belongings. One woman that I don't even know, or maybe, but then they are not considering children. In fact, there is a question we need to read later on. In the cases whereby the inevitable happens, because somewhere it will happen. What do you do with a situation whereby the woman has no child, and the woman has no child in the marriage, and it's not it's what normally will happen sometimes, the inevitable. The man now dies, and the family of the man now comes and said no. They cannot share their brother's property, you understand, with the said present wife. Why? Because she has no heir or child for the man. It's causing so much trouble. But do you know, recently I was looking, even as a pastor and as a counselor, I discovered that it's fair, it's very beautiful to do the court marriage. Someone said, I've done traditional, I've done the church blessing, which we call the English marriage. They said there's no point for it.
The white wedding.
The white wedding, there's no point for it because we have already done our own traditional marriage. But we, as Christians, will call it a blessing from the God. It's via the church. That's what we are setting. So it's not as if you are remarrying again or unmarrying, but it's very important to have that godly, church blessing. And of course, like we already know, there are in places like Nigeria, we're going to treat it someday. There are various kinds of marriage. So you don't look down on anyone. Any of them, because people have their tradition, they have their belief, they have whatever it is that propels them to go into one thing or the other, especially the marriage. So you don't come and tell them that what is it called?
What is
They
supposed
are
to
not
be done.
married because they are not married in your own tradition or culture. I don't know if you have anything to say about it. But
I just felt that before we go further, first thing first, we have to give the people an introduction, let them have an understanding. Because you made mention that some people have the biased mind that there's no need for them to go into court marriage.
Yeah.
Because, let's put it straight. What people are familiar with is either the white wedding, which is a church wedding, and the traditional. But let's look at it very well. In everything that God created, there is always a balance.
There should always be a balance when you are explaining.
Three things that the egg eats. You have the shell in the egg, you have the shell, you have the yolk, and you have the egg itself.
Yeah.
You have God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. There are three people that bear witness on the earth. And you see, in earth, God respects the traditions of men.
Yeah.
You understand? Like the first miracle that Jesus Christ performed
welcome
in the Bible was the miracle of changing water to wine.
Yeah.
So that's to tell you that God actually respects. Because it was told there was no wine, and the mother met him say, "Please, can you provide wine for the wedding?" And Mary gave an instruction, say, whatever he asks you to do, do it. Yeah. And Jesus asks they should bring water. You understand what I mean? So what I'm trying to say is that if Jesus never consented to traditional wedding, he would have. That was his first miracle he performed. I'm going somewhere. And also, which means to say that God respects the traditions of men. And also, there's your wedding or your marriage ought to be presented before God, which is the ultimate church wedding that people do. And also, there's a law of the land, which is the court marriage. That's why it's very important that people should do court marriage. Which means you are bringing your marriage before the court of the law of the land. That's what court marriage is all about. So we say this for emphasis so that people will have an understanding why it's very necessary for you to take your marriage before the court. First of all, you take it before God. Secondly, you take it before the church, which is God. Take it before God. Then you take it before the law of the land. So these three aspects cannot be neglected. That's why we are emphasizing and saying
the truth of the matter is that when there is trouble, because sometimes the ups and downs, over time we have learned with cancer people, the ups and downs of marriage will come. If you don't take your marriage
before
institution, before these people, before they will ask you, did you inform us? Remember at the registry, which they call the court marriage level. There are people, there are witnesses. But eventually there is going to be problem tomorrow. These ones will rise for you. That is taking it to the government of the nation. They will ask, did they marry? Okay? That the tradition, where you are coming from, your parents.
We also attest to it. That you are witnesses to the marriage.
Of the said person, we also attest to the singular fact that you were a part of
and
it.
Also God himself, the institutor of marriage, will also attest to it that I brought them together.
You brought them before your spiritual head, and God. It was blessed. They representing, God. So I want to say, welcome and thank you for staying on. We can all discuss together. It's very, very important. People should not talk with their marriage. I did a topic someday, I think I'll visit again in a video, that talked about eloping. Eloping, that means just following a guy or following a man, a woman, and just zap
with the man.
And you go and marry by yourself.
You do things
some time of
reckoning,
misunderstanding is coming, but it's good to run back home again, peradventure. But all we are trying to say in a nutshell is that marriage is not what should be consummated by only you and you.
And you, that is it.
You and him.
There's a law.
Or you and her. Marriage should be consummated between witnesses, the people, the couple. Then before
living witnesses.
Before witnesses of people. And that don't be afraid of going to marriage.
Because marriage is not a child's play. You are going into a union for life.
Many people are scared of going to marriage.
So you ought not to be scared, but just do the needful. That's what we're saying. So you have to do the needful, do the right thing.
So when you do a registry marriage, it's an official way of making the government, legislators, you understand, to recognize that the union has been consummated,
has been legalized.
Don't come and say the man or the woman blew your eye out tomorrow and you want government to do something about it. They might not, please can just come and interfere because it has become a case of violence,
Yeah.
or you understand, he treating the other.
Yeah.
Welcome there. But one thing we are saying is make it official.
Officials. Yeah.
Don't run off with someone going to do elope with someone.
Someone's
And
daughter.
no, nobody should come. Mommy don't come. Daddy don't come.
No,
Nobody
that's
should
not
come.
marriage.
It's my life. We are in love. One day that you will be looking for that love, oh, you have to find the love up again. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you being there. Please like the live and drop us a comment. We're talking about the registry marriage, the importance and disadvantage of it.
Okay.
We are actually looking at, I like to look at the disadvantage of things before I look at the advantage of it.
Yeah.
Disadvantage, I don't know if there's any much disadvantage, but just as someone is saying, I can't share all my property. I can't. This woman might divorce me tomorrow, or that man might file for divorce, and I will lose everything. You know, they called me somewhere to give a talk on this, really, and then it was give a reference of that footballer. I can't remember his name because I don't know them that much. That bought everything he has in the name of his mother. He says that the only thing that guy bought for himself is only the jersey that he's wearing. You can remind me of his name. He's a very popular footballer, but me, I'm not used to. I'm not a football fan, but I love to watch sometimes. Yeah. All right. So like the life, and he says, I said, what's the motive? Because in marriage, it's supposed to be selfless.
Yeah.
You don't think about yourself, you think about the other, how you can add. Marriage is all about how you can add to make the life of the other beautiful.
That's the whole essence of marriage.
How you can add to make, like the woman is said to be a helpmate.
Yeah, that's right. That's the definition of the woman.
Yeah. It's meant to be the helpmate.
Helpmate, yeah.
Yeah. And then the man is supposed to be the one leading to where they are going.
The shepherd,
and they have to walk in love.
Work together.
Work
in
together.
oneness. Work in unity.
To be able to attain.
Yeah.
So, if that man comes with the mindset, no, I don't want to share anything with her, that means he's not coming with the full
mindset
of what marriage should
all about.
Be and all about. Marriage is beautiful. Marriage is important. Marriage is a gift and an avenue, a garden given by God to human to come in and enjoy the beauty to consummate love and the beauty that every individual has been wired with to give the other to enjoy. So I tell us honestly, with all of my heart, do not be afraid of going to marriage, and don't come with the mindset of what if he fails tomorrow, what if she fails tomorrow. Like someone is already crying in the internet, he has married the first one, he wants to marry another one, he wants to marry another one, he wants to marry another one, and she's already crying. Both of you should agree on what you want out of the marriage before you embark on the marriage.
Go into it, that's true.
And peradventure you're already married. We are not debating, but this is just coming. Peradventure you're already married and it's not looking like what you expected.
How do I come out of it?
You are not coming out of the marriage. No, you can make it work again.
That's it. Two of you sitting down together and
you can. Marriage is beautiful.
Yeah. I
shout it every day. Relationship can be sweet. We don't have to turn to witches and wizards that will not be frustrating the lives of our spouse and tell them endure. No. All we are saying is that marriage is beautiful. Sweet. All right. I don't know if you have anything to say before I proceed.
No, you have just said it all. Marriage is beautiful, and the Bible said it. The bed is the what? Marriage is beautiful. That's what Solomon.
Marriage is horrible, and the bed undefined.
Undefined. So somebody said, well, it's a license for you to express yourself. You know what I'm saying? So don't do what you're not supposed to do as a single person, but you have license to express yourself as a man or a woman in marriage. So marriage puts you in check. We're just talking about the importance of it, and it's good to do it well. What is worth doing is worth doing well.
Anything worth doing is worth doing well. Please come up, let's talk.
It's not a child's play. You need to be ready to go into it spiritually, psychologically, financially. Otherwise, you must be ready on every aspect to go into it. Because that's why some people say they go into it and later on they want to come out. It's not something you go into it and you want to run out of it. Don't run into it so that you don't run out of it. It's something you calculate yourself to go into. So
marriage is beautiful.
Yeah.
Marriage is one of the best and most beautiful gifts given to humans by God.
Yeah.
If people can really understand the beauty
and
the
exploit
sanctity
the beauty.
of marriage. So we are looking at the registry marriage today, which they call court marriage.
Yeah.
And truly, I want to say it's very beautiful. One of the advantages that provides some kind of protection, protection in cases of divorce or separation.
Yeah.
You are in that marriage,
yeah.
There's a lot of benefits for you.
Definitely, there's a lot of
that
benefits.
must be given to you, instead of people calling on their friends or their family or village people to come and decide a case of the woman or the man. There's already written rules, regulation documented on the way it works in various
locations,
country of the world.
That's right.
So however it is, we encourage us. But someone says he doesn't even have a spoke of bicycle. He doesn't even have a house. We don't even have a good house. We don't even have a good job. We barely can even eat well. Why are we doing court marriage? He doesn't even have a property. But the truth of the matter is that as you marriage is a beautiful thing. It opens you up to having beautiful things of life.
Definitely.
Yeah, marriage brings blessing. Marriage is sweet, and because it's sweet, it's consummated. It's the will of God, and
every man and woman should get married.
And people get, if it's not contract marriage, which of course is not what we are advocating for. If it's natural, lovely marriage, you discover that things begin to fall in pleasant places for the couple. Things begin to fall in pleasant places. All right. So we as he say it again, it matters a lot. It's of importance. And it matters a lot for people to go into.
Court marriage.
I'm telling you.
We advocate and we advise. When we say we advocate, we encourage people. That's the advocacy now. Right now, we're advocating that people should go into court marriage because it's very necessary. You
don't come crying to people tomorrow. When you understand. And then example again is that cases like inheritance and property claims is easily what is it called?
It's settled.
It's easily settled. Yeah, because it's already written. There's nothing like let's bend it like this. We'll have to bend it. Or we have to bribe some people, or they have to begin to kill people, or they have to begin to do rituals. And I tell you, your spouse might not have it. Both of you might not have it. It simply explains that as you came together in marriage, in union, the blessing that you never had yesterday began to come. Doors began to be open for you.
And acceptance also comes.
When
you are not married, the people don't easily accept you. But when you are married, people look at you more responsible.
People now begin to gift you. People now begin to give to you. They gift you. Why is this so? Because you have an additional responsibility. And it's a natural thing for homes or for living. All right? They are crucial. And those things that we mentioned earlier, they are very, very crucial. And there are other aspects, example, going to the hospital that require that you get married, all right? There are other aspects of, reaching out that require for you to give a proof of marriage. There are some jobs that they will give to someone that is single. There are some document that you need to sign. Example, someone you're in the hospital and there's an emergency. They said bring a certificate. Bring a certificate of proof
of your marriage.
Of course, if you are not married, they will not. Some of these organizations and firms will not require for you to bring your church certificate, or I don't know if traditional people.
I mentioned you want to travel out of the country. What they require is the court marriage.
And then there are
the legal land agreement you have in a place like the court. If you are traveling out of the country, they require you to bring your court marriage.
Proof.
It's very necessary proof of it.
Okay.
That's what they recognize.
So it's very, very important. Like we're saying, truly, please come up. it's very important. There are some cases I heard of a man who passed. He was very ill, so he passed, and then he had some monies in the bank, of course. Like I always tell people, they tell people now, if you're married, there's nothing wrong if you're sincere and open to your spouse. There's nothing wrong in having joint account, or maybe making your spouse
A signatory.
a signature of a joint signature to their account. Let them know that you're next of kin, so it makes it easier. This man had passed, and the wife is not a signatory, or the son is not even the next of kin or something.
No.
So and he had so much money in the bank.
The bank will not.
They now said they need to be withdrawing money, but they couldn't. In fact, the lady was telling me she had to be bribing the manager and giving the man something to be able to allow her withdraw that money. And then the other one, she says to me, they use the ATM account of the man. Of course, ATM will not see where we can send anybody with your ATM card.
Once you have the withdrawal code.
Yeah, you can easily withdraw. So it's very, very dicey, but it's very, very important. Truly, it's very, very important that we know all those things. So at the bank, they will now say, I think they say go and bring death certificate or something. But then they had not done the death certificate. And I don't know, some of the time you bring in the death certificate, they still be asking you so many questions. And sometimes you need the money emergency. The truth is that we are not conversing that people should die, but the truth of the matter is that
thing that people will die
someday die, and then anything can happen. God only promised us long life. He didn't promise that we'll come and live forever. And that was what Jesus Christ came to earth to do, so that when people, are old and they can't carry themselves anymore because of what the sin of Adam brought to humanity, you discover that they have to, somehow man has to die, but at least you live long.
That's the
strength.
That's the promise of everyone that is of God. Long life.
Okay, so like we said earlier, the marriage is recognized under the law of the land. If I bring my certificate, in fact, I had to do traditional marriage. No. I had to do traditional marriage. I had to do church before my court or registry. And at that registry, in fact, I had to do the states and I had to do the federal. There's no need to go into that.
It's good to clear people, and it's good to clear people because we made a mistake when we had the mind of wanting to travel, and we did what they say is local. No, but the one that is legal, they asked us, we did the one for state. They said that one is not good enough. We have to do federal, so we went and do federal. So for some people that are also watching us right now, they are going through that same level.
And you're thinking of traveling out of the country.
Yes, a federal court, high court, not state. We did state, that's AMAC. Somebody now told us that's working in federal. I said, no, federal, AMAC is not recognized as state. It's
anymore,
federal.
it used to be recognized.
So we just put in for emphasis sake. So for those of us that are also intended to travel, so we enjoin you, encourage you.
It's better to go on the federal court marriage. Please, we need more light. However, it is just all right. So it's okay. I will continue while we think about the lights, or you open up the windows or something. It should give us light. We are fixing the battery now, so don't worry about it. So we can take your question. We can hear what you have to say. It's very, very important. Marriage is not what should be consummated only you and you and you. Marriage should be consummated with people in mind. So in case of the time of crisis, there's, of course, there is good people backing you. All right, and but eventually you are having problem with your marriage. I want to say there is always a solution. But eventually you're having problems with marriage. Please, you can still find it and make it better than it is. All right, for you to access some social benefits. All right, there's some benefits that you cannot access on your own if that registry marriage is not being consummated in your family. Example, the government has opened a kind of avenue for something to be given to you, it cannot be given to you. Why? Because there's no record, as in that both of you and your spouse are married legally. All right. So it's very important for that to be noted too. And so we say truly, and then of course, um, let it be done. It's very important that the registry marriage is consummated. It's not about the money. It's not about the disadvantage. It is that it should be done. It's very important that it should be done. All right. Benefits. Well, if, because so like I was saying earlier on, these benefits include you stepping in on behalf of your spouse. When stepping on behalf of your spouse, you understand, you can only do that when you can only do that actually when there is evidence that you have been married in the court, or else you move. And then for anyone that has a vision, any marriage that is going somewhere to last, we say it without mincing word. We say, please go in without fear. Go in without fear. Please go in without fear. What is you are not about to be eaten up because you are going into a kind of, registry marriage. And I always tell people, what are you afraid of? All right, you are not, you shouldn't be afraid of anything, knowing that, whatever you had now in marriage was like, given to you. You never had it before you came in.
That's right.
So you should be able to share your wealth and your possession with everyone. Please be alive, please. You should be able to share your all with your spouse,
yes,
with your children who are part of you. Don't be scared and say, I have a lot, so I cannot share. Or I cannot go to court. Least they will cheat me. How? Peradventure the woman changes tomorrow. No, there's people believe in various kind of things. No one cheats you and go.
No one cheats you.
If any one woman come into your life because they want to see the end of you, they are only barely cheating themselves.
That's true. That's true.
They cannot cheat you. And God that gave you the wisdom to have it initially can also give you all it takes to be able to handle it.
That's true.
All right. Please, we are distracting us. All right. So it's even posing shadows. All right. So we go on. Assets for service like what? Bank, we've talked about it. Insurance. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. For you to have access to some insurance, like the bank, insurance policies, work permits, both domestically or internationally, you need that certificate that shows that you are legally married to your spouse.
That's the love.
Without this, there's gonna be some
problem,
issues. And I want to say, to avoid anything that will bring about so much talk, please do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
Someone will sing a song, he said, do the right thing.
Do
the right thing, okay? It's very important. We are of peace at home. We are interested to see that
our homes have peace.
Your homes have as much peace as
it should be.
As it should have, truly. So we shout, do the needful. Don't come and cry tomorrow. Don't rush into marriage when
for the fun of it,
when you don't really fully understand all that it takes for you to go into that marriage. Do not rush into marriage.
Don't marry.
Take your time to understand. Ask questions. How does it go? What do I stand to? Add. How does it add to me?
And how do you add to it also?
How does it add to me? The marriage I'm going through, I'm not just going to go through traditional marriage because everybody is doing it. What are the implications? What are the beauty?
What are the responsibilities?
You are going to church. what do you stand to benefit from doing the white wedding or the church blessing? They call it church blessing in Nigeria. The white wedding is a church blessing. What do I stand to benefit? So when there is a need, I have that legal, what is it called?
Legal rights.
Right, that right to go to the church and say, this is my benefit.
Yeah, that's it. That's
for consuming it, consummating it,
for bringing it before the church.
The church, because the church is actually an organization.
Yeah, of course. The court also is an organization.
Yeah, so everyone is an organization. So
the traditional people.
I don't know if you have any of your questions. Bring, let us talk. Please be my friend online. If you watch all my video, you discover you just know that I'm a sweet person. He's not always on my channel, but when he has to do with some topics, he comes in and just
add my own flavor to
add his own being there. And then a lot of people that have confidence if they see a man, just say, okay, she's submitted under someone. You know, people have their own different mentality and mindset about life. So feel free. He's also, you know,
Christopher Television.
Yeah, you can find him there doing his own thing, trying to also strengthen humanity that they can make it too. And then fight injustice, especially when it has to be national injustice against humanity. But that's by the way. But I want to say that we are on every day. And honestly, I might not make you laugh. I mean, there's a funny aspect of me. When I'm live in the night, I always sing and dance for my people. And I want them to come up and stop looking at my age or how old and be my friend.
Just a number.
Be my friend.
The mindset is more important.
Also, like I said, it prevents one of the one that's sweeting me very well. Let me wait until people come in. One of the one that is sweeting me very well. Add your own. Going to come is one I want to say this one.
Yes,
it sweets me very well. You have something. I don't want to say it now. I want to say it to people out there. One of the things that is sweeting me very well in this, you know, court marriage thing or registry marriage thing is the singular fact that it prevents what marrying of an extra husband or an extra wife. You see, in the traditional marriage, you can marry. In fact, 1, 2, 3.
Agree, you can marry.
You can divorce and marry and marry and marry. But when it comes to the registry or the court, they will not allow. You can imagine. No, the whites. I don't know about the whites. The whites do courts.
It's one man, one wife.
Who says so?
The white wedding now.
White or church blessing?
The church blessing. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
The church blessing.
It's a church blessing, but then I'm just telling you that the church blessing certificate is not accepted everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right. So that just it. It prevents you from having the extra wife, extra husband. So, do you want a situation where at least to some extent you don't want your oga to go and marry extra wife?
Yeah.
Go and do registry marriage. Go go. It doesn't cost much to do. Before it wasn't even costing. It's now that, but it's not what you cannot afford to do.
You can afford it. Just register.
And I'm not saying because it's. Please like the live for me. Please subscribe to my channel. I love you before I know who you are, and your life be sweet like honey.
Sweeter.
So I'm not saying because you have done. Registry marriage, you should now come and be frustrating a woman in the house or frustrating a man in the house because you know he cannot go and marry someone else. They will go and file for divorce. If they file for divorce and insisting on leaving you, you're on your own. So I always say, woman, behave well so that Oga will not begin to disappear. Some of them, because they know they will not allow for divorce or you not allow for divorce, guess what they will do? They will be cheating you even under your eye. They will do everything to frustrate you until you give them that divorce. Please save your marriage. Safeguard your marriage.
Safeguard your marriage.
Be wise,
It's the best gift.
Should I sing now? Be wise. Hey, I said be wise, Be wise. Safeguard the future of your children.
Yes,
that man that you are looking at like this today, God can change him and he become a beauty.
You
know the funniest part. This, by the way, that there are some men that when they are married, they are looking like something else.
Mm.
But with age, with time,
Yeah,
they
things
begin
have
to
to
look
begin to
so
blend.
beautiful. So don't look down on that woman. Oh.
Don't look down on that
I
man.
have so many interested people here that are interesting. Their life is so interesting
Yeah.
that when they started with their spouse, they were looking something else. But as time go on, they started looking so beautiful. That is to tell you that marriage is beautiful.
Marriage is beautiful.
Please, if you are single, desire to be married.
Yes, sir.
Marriage
It's an
is
honor.
beautiful. It's an awesome
Honor.
wonder
Yeah.
to be married. Marriage is
It's a
beautiful.
privilege.
You can't tell me anything short. Marriage is beautiful, okay?
Yeah.
So the same way we keep saying that, do not take each other for granted
Yeah.
because you know you can easily go to court and divorce. No, no.
Should not be a license.
It should not be a license to misbehave, please.
Should not be a license
In Nigeria, we have
to
what?
threaten your
Yeah,
spouse.
they don't threaten your spouse, please. Well, if you are married and you are not interested about making the person happier as they should, then something is wrong. Thank you for staying on. I appreciate you. Receive kisses from me. Please be my friend. Subscribe to my channel. Build a community with me. Be my friend.
Yeah.
If I catch you anywhere as being online, I will also be a friend.
That's
Let's
right.
be talking for life. I need you. And
Let's
if you
build
can
together.
tell me well done by offering a super chat, buying me coffee, whatever, telling me to go on so I can make the work better, you can tap on the money sign and in front on this video, just tap. It will tell you how to use your credit card or your ATM, whatever it is.
Yeah.
To just gift me.
Yeah.
I've not been able to meet my threshold since I monetized. I've not been able to meet it.
Look forward to meet
So
that
I look
threshold.
forward to meeting it so that I can start and let it be that I've started earning. You know, at least every month I should be able to. Mama Tina should be able to earn.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
All right,
To
it's
come.
sometimes difficult to say this, but someone say it anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so I appreciate you. There are various kinds of marriages, like we have all seen the African, you know,
Marriage.
customary
Customary
marriage.
marriage.
That's the if you're in Africa like us.
Yeah.
I don't know if other people, but of course there are other African countries. One time I was in Kenya and I was opportune to go to a Maasai's wedding.
The land of Samai,
Yes.
Masai.
Their wedding, their marriage was something that's full of colors. It was so beautiful, and the tradition was very, very different from this our own. Even their wife's wedding. Do you know that when it's time to give cake, this one they will cut it here and everybody should be picking or they put on your table. Is a bride that feeds everyone, especially important. Yeah, important people that attend. She feeds them. They use spoon to feed them cake. So it was so awesome. There are many other things, and they don't. When they bring cake here in Nigeria, they'll cut a portion and give to some people. There, they make it in little forms like plates. They can make cake that is up to 15, and yeah, they give each, like you and I attended as a good guest. They'll give us one of the cake. Can't take home. They give one of the cake. They are not stingy with cake. This is not the one that will give it to the children of black. They've not eating cake. They give people like that. They bake a lot of cake. And people, you come, you go on with a pan of cake.
Wow.
It's so beautiful. So,
What
that's by the way. All right. So a lot of tradition have
come with their own different
way. So
ways
Africa.
of
So I want to say
celebrating.
appreciate whatever
You are given.
tradition that
God
you
has given
have.
to you,
All
yeah.
right. And so the second part of marriage is that we have here is a Christian marriage which is consummated. You can say something about it. Consummated in the church.
Yeah,
all
the
right.
church. That what is what God is the originator and the sustainer of marriage. So the church marriage, which people call the white wedding, or is basically you are
blessing of the marriage.
blessing of the
Blessing
marriage.
of the marriage.
You are presenting.
You do it in church.
Yeah, you're presenting your marriage before God,
Yeah.
who is the author. So which is very, very important.
That's if you believe in God.
You believe in God, yes.
Yeah, there's
it.
people that don't believe in God,
Don't
and that's
believe in
okay
God.
for them.
Yeah, so that's okay for them. So you present it before God and before the congregation of the witnesses, the witnesses that we're about to get married. The church will say okay, So it's very, very important.
We should not be overlooked.
Yeah, it should not be overlooked.
Yeah.
And it should not be overlooked because why is
Please subscribe to my channel. I love you.
that God is the originator and the sustainer of marriage. God ordained marriage and is the one that has the blueprint. So you go before God to give you.
God for them. Actually, I was actually reading somewhere sometime, and it blew my mind. People, a lot of people believe that marriage just happened, but they cannot tell you. They said I was reading, and they said they don't believe that God was the one that brought about the first marriage, and we believe. Some people believe
that's falsehood.
God, brought Eve to what Adam,
Yeah.
and the relation started. I was called married. They are the first couple, and we are all in Adam because they are the first parents.
Yes.
But these people don't believe that. They said along the case is not read history. That marriage just started. They believe marriage started somewhere by some people, but they cannot even say who they. But just like evolution in biology that said life started from ape or something, and it was changing and changing. But the people, it's okay for anyone to believe whatever they feel like believe.
But what is the
that
right
makes
thing
you
is that
happy.
God originated marriage.
God is the
originator
of marriage, and actually,
He has the blueprint.
It's very sweet to bring you marriage on a daily basis
before God,
and follow the manual of life.
Yeah.
Because He that created something knows how best it will work. And He gives you manual. For instance, you go to buy a phone.
They give you manual.
There is a manual
on how you can
it can be used. Even some of these phone repairers, they use the manual to learn. I want to believe on how it can be fixed. So if God is actually the originator of marriage, we ought to go back to God to be able to
make
teach
our
us
marriage work
on
how it works.
To make our marriage
work.
You can't do without God. There's always this diagram we put. First of all, like triangle. The top should be God. The other edge, the point below should be the man. Then the other should be the woman. When you put it together, it's triangle, tripartite, tree. Now it says you, both of you, at the base.
Yeah.
The man and the woman at this base should not make God, who is at the top. It's just like this and like this. The man is here, the woman is here, and God is here, and these strokes represent them. God is on top. We should make God Himself
the center
of the union. If you do not make God the center of the union, you're going to crash.
Crisis.
You're going to crash. Someone has said to me, why are these people that don't have nothing, excel in their marriage, but some people that have everything, finances, to back them up, having difficulty in their marriage? I said because they are relying on their own wisdom.
Yeah.
You understand? You don't rely on your own wisdom.
To crash.
And there's this song said, put all your trust in God and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge that He's a director and He will direct your paths. Isn't that beautiful? Truly, that does it. Believe that He is a director. I was teaching somewhere and the one said, how do I know that I'm not going to make a mistake by this person I'm going to choose? Because every woman, I don't know why the men are thinking like that. Every woman that they come to meet now seems to be a gold digger, seems to be, not that for the rich, or seems to be a tax collector.
An opportunist.
It's an opportunist. That's if you have what they want to take from. Or else, she said, I had an interview with someone 2 days ago, and then there's another person some days ago, and he keeps saying that if you just start dating someone today, they will allow you to rest. At least for the first day or second day, because of the drinks you bought for them, or the snacks or the food. 2 days after, they start telling you their brother is not well. They will start telling you their gas has finished. They will start telling you they need a recharge card. They said that the women have become tax collectors. I said, no. And all of them will say, Ma, it is not at your own time. And I said, so there are a lot of beautiful women, there are a lot of beautiful young men that are not of this mindset. I believe it's poverty.
It's poverty mindset
that is causing.
Based on where you find yourself.
So I charge girls every day, please make sure you don't become a liability to any man. Please love my life. I'm not seeing love. I'm not seeing super thanks. I'm not seeing subscription. Please subscribe. I love you before you even love me. I love you. I
That
love
was the
you.
commandment of God.
Okay, so he
They are
said
commanded to love
that
them.
that just it. So he now I said every young lady find something doing.
Doing.
Every young lady go acquire a skill.
Yeah.
So you don't come into a man come into your life, it will be as if
You are a
you
liability.
you are dependent on the man.
Yeah.
No. The young guy told me probably said, "Ma, I'm not their father." In fact, one of the guys I told him, "Am I your father? Why will you be asking me for your school fee?" And it actually looks so rudy. But the truth of the matter is, wow, what do I even say?
Yeah.
That is the world we find ourselves.
That's what
He said,
the
"Ma,
picture that the
am
way
I
I'm giving.
his father that I'll be buying her gas? I'll be buying. She should find something to do." And you know, my children, before they are out of secondary school, once they are in junior Nigeria here, junior class, I've started them with that holiday while they are waiting with some skill acquisition. Every girl should have something aside from
The academics
the educational
aspect of life.
pursuit. All right, you should be able to have some skill you have acquired by adventure of the rainy day when nobody will be there.
Yeah.
Your skill will speak for
Speak
you.
Yeah.
You don't have to go give your body cheap to any man, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
you
true.
don't have to look at, because even all the men now, they don't like stress. I shouted to every young girls, a lot of men don't like stress.
The extra
No extra
stress.
stress, because some of the men, they are different. There are people that came from a large home,
Yeah.
that their family, that is their own immediate family. It's even demanding from them. Their younger ones are demanding. When in my own place, when I came from, they expect you as the first child to be looking into the affairs of your younger siblings. And if you don't, they tag you that you have failed. But my own, I'm from a polygamous home, and I told them that I'm not Jesus Christ that came to die for the world. Jesus has finished his assignment of dying for the world. I'm not here to die for you. Everybody pick up yourself and begin to run. You can imagine if I carried a burden of 8 people, so I would have died.
Yes, sir.
I began to say, God prosper them. God prosper. I encourage anyone that wants to be encouraged, go. If you don't want to be encouraged, stay. When you go to the market, you know
what it is.
So please,
What
young
is
lady, young man, get something doing so that when your spouse is coming, there is safe landing. And remember, after marriage, there is a project that just comes that you don't even ask for. You don't ask, what is it? Your wife soon becomes pregnant.
Yeah.
Give me a thumb up for that.
Yes, sir.
And that project that you refuse to
embark upon.
it has come and it's looking at you eyeball to eyeball. What am I saying? What I'm saying in this regard is that the project of the woman is pregnant. Before you know it, she has to go to the hospital.
Family is coming.
She's carrying an extra child that said, today I want to eat shawarma, tomorrow I want to eat, I want to take tea, the next tomorrow I want to eat some
sausage,
whatever. Another day is one pastry. Another day I want to eat chips.
You must be ready.
You have to be ready. And that's why I tell the young ladies, you don't have to get agitated. Buy me this, buy me that. Have your own money. That's why it's good to work. Money is good. When there are needs, it's sweeter to have financial aid, money to cushion for you. You don't stay relying on the man alone. Welcome. I love you and I appreciate you like the life. God bless you.
Yeah.
All right. So every man, at least the woman might not have as much as the husband, because she has to still look into the affairs of managing the home when Oga is not there. And then, of course, but at least you have something doing. The man will be comfortable to know that if there is no gas, the woman can help out, but adventure, he too does not have it all on. All right. I don't know, it seems as if I'm the only one talking. Talk back to me. I will see it via this phone and I will respond back to you. Of course. So sometimes the man might not have to buy bread in the house, egg is not there.
That's why the woman is not there. The
woman that has something doing can help the man. The man don't have to die. In fact, maybe I don't know how to coin it so that YouTube will not frown at me. I want to look at some of the reasons why some men develop some BP and die early. All right.
It's a wahala in the home.
Sometimes the man is so overwhelmed and consumed with the demands
and circumstances in the home.
demands from the woman, and you are thinking, how am I doing this? Have I not done that?
Have I
The
not
woman
done
will
this?
still come
Why
and
am I doing
ask
that?
me. My child will still come and ask me. And by the time you are overwhelmed,
Overwhelmed.
and you cannot control
Cannot control
that
fall to the
situation.
trap of the enemy.
Yeah, before you know it, you start getting worried. And some men have made the mistake of going out to their, what is it called, other places. And what
ease
happens
out.
to ease out? Before you know it, you meet wrong friends. Have you heard of friends that kill?
Yeah, they're very rampant.
Yeah, it's not
everywhere.
everyone
We
that
have to be
is
careful.
really a friend. There are some people that feel that they are friends, but they are actually the
Enemies.
wolf in sheep clothing.
Yeah. Who is
Wolf-
actually a true friend? We must
Wolf
define it.
in sheep
Sheep clothing.
clothing. Before they're only flowing for what they can get.
Yeah.
But when the sheep are down, you don't find them.
Don't find them.
Or
It's
friend,
hard.
they say call them fair weather friends.
Fair weather friends.
I declare that anyone that looks like fair weather friend
You got to
around
take
you,
them
they
out
are
of
not
our
real.
lives.
God make them real. And if they refuse to be good friends, send them far away. Psychophants. Do not be around psychophants.
Yes, sir.
That will cover you from what is your blessing and what is yours for the taking.
Yes, sir.
It's very, very evil to be
it's evil
around
in our
wrong
time.
people.
Wrong people at the wrong time.
There are people they said they call it, those people that were praying those kind of dangerous prayer, they call them household enemies. In the sense that they are close to you,
Yes.
or they are living in your house.
And they are still enemies.
They are enemies. They have interest, they are on
They
assignment.
have insight into what's going on in your family.
To pull you down. So we are actually talking about court marriage. That's why we got to this place. I think I've exhausted what I was actually saying. And so I decided to say, let me go. In fact, we stopped at Christian marriage. The other marriage that is also accepted in the land that I find myself in Africa is Islam marriage, all right? So
Islamic
when you
marriage.
see them, Islamic marriage, when you know they are married, okay? And because they are married, you discover that it's all going on well for them.
Yeah.
So don't come and assume that theirs is not a marriage. That's their belief.
Yeah, that's a belief.
And
Everybody's
they are
entitled
someone.
they're entitled to their belief.
Do you know someone was the other day like, I married in church, I spent so much money, but my marriage is not even going as well or good as these people's own. It's because of the way they value their marriage.
Yeah.
Their tradition have told them do this and do that. You understand?
Yeah.
And it works for them. But your own that you have been there.
Yeah, there's no stipulated.
You are not, there are rules and regulations, but you're not abiding by
it.
If you abide by giving rules and regulations on why marriages should work in your marriage,
work for you. You're not following the guidelines that God has even stipulated.
Marriage is simple.
Yeah, you're just going through the rules and of the game. That's the word now. God Himself has a rule of the game.
God has a rule of the game. You follow the rule of the game.
Marriage I think that's a big challenge for you.
You want joy, do what brings joy.
Yeah, God is the originator. There's no two ways about it.
Do you want happiness? Do what brings happiness.
Yeah, you create it. You create your world.
You create it. So there are various kinds of marriage. The one we talked about is registry marriage, which is the registry marriage. Very, very important. If you are the one that wants to have your spouse for yourself and you want to be secured in the future concerning your marriage, your children, I go to the court and consummate your court marriage. Man came to the earth with nothing, and they are not living with anything. So do not forget that when they gave birth to you, it's so sweet. I love to go to the hospital and see, welcome, I appreciate you being there. I love to go to the hospital and see when they give birth to children.
Yeah.
Is it, look at my age. I've never heard that they gave birth to a child and the child came with clothes. The child came naked. God is simply passing the message here.
Yeah.
And what is the message? The message is that, I mean, say, you came naked. Everything that you have on earth will be given to you. Will be given to you.
Yeah.
Everything that you have
to find expression
will be given to you. So how come you have grown now? You have grown so big and you feel you cannot share with your spouse the resources that God has blessed you with.
Yeah.
How come?
It's terrible.
Please do not allow for anything that will be
really terrible.
disheartening for you
at your marriage, in your marriage.
And then there's another problem because people, I was actually talking about marriage generally, so another problem that people we normally have. you just went into marriage with this sweet lady that has been, of course, she has to act nice for you to marry
Of course,
her
you have to
now.
act nice.
She cannot come and tell you that she's a monster.
A monster will not tell you that she's a monster until you find out yourself.
Yeah, she can just come and start saying she comes to say, and then she talks to you that she slaps you or he slaps you. They will pretend. So larger extent there is that pretending aspect.
So that's why in every marriage, everyone, you are meant to discover each other
with time, because except you start living together.
And also everybody has to work at it for the marriage to work. If you don't work at it as a couple, then you are living the marriage to suffer. That's when you begin to see that person. That person you thought
please light the light.
That person that you thought is sweet is now becoming a monster because you didn't work at that person. There's somebody that said, okay, they're married, that maybe when you have a situation at home and you don't handle it as which you handle it as a man or a woman, you leave it and you treat it with levity and frivolity. What happens? Frivolity and levity begins to build houses in your home, and that's where the marriage begins to have cracks.
All right.
Let's be mindful of the marriage having
now,
cracks.
are you talking about before they are married properly and they're not living together? Or
no, when they are married.
Because you actually begin to discover your real true self when you are in the house. So
that's it.
Madam, sweetheart, marriage is a faith project.
A faith project, that's what.
Because you do not know even who you are marrying.
Yeah, you have to discover.
You can change tomorrow. So the best thing to do, truly, is what do you do?
I mean, you live a prayerful life. That's not about. You live a prayerful life to discover each other better. That's the best advice.
Another thing that it's good to live prayerfully, like you said, act in wisdom.
Yes.
Because someone can still be a monster. I'll always give example of, I have stories to tell. I have my life, oh my God, I've been counseling for a long time, far before I thought of marrying myself.
Yeah.
Because it was like a call. I'm having an interview. I just had an interview, which we have not released the video. It's going to come on live soon.
So look out for it.
Yes, look for it. Just about 40 minutes video. You will see, I told people how I started. So one of the things that I've discovered over time in marriages, when you marry someone and you bring them, you now start living together, and you notice one thing.
Yeah.
Don't leave it in the future for you to handle, especially when it's negative.
Trash it out.
Begin to look for ways of trashing it and saying, no, I don't want this. But by the time you leave it.
So there's one write-up. Maybe there's a saying that anything that you find in your marriage that is bad and you don't deal with it at that time is waiting for you in the future.
Wait for you in the future. So we are not saying carry knife and begin to stab. I will beat you. I will slap you.
The process of dialogue, finding out on how you can settle that thing now. So you are training a monster in that waits for you in the future.
Fight you in the future.
And that future you will not have it. So it's good for us to fight it now and iron it out. Than we entering a future that is not guaranteed.
So it's very important actually to go for, if you can, it's very important to go for the court marriage. It's very important.
Definitely.
I haven't got a life for you, but I love you all the same. Please like the life and then subscribe to my channel. Let me be happy that I had at least 20 subscribers before the end of this, and that'll be fine. So what we are trying to say in a nutshell is that when you marry, it's sweet to be married, but as you come into your marital home and discover something that you do not like, hey baby, hello sweetheart, hello, just hold on there and trash it before you move forward, or else, like someone says, that thing will begin to grow and build. Well, possibly you are living in a small bungalow, it will grow up and build upstairs
in your house,
in your little home. If the person is talking the way you don't like, call the person.
I don't like this. This is not what I saw before I went into the marriage.
Because that time they were not showing their true color. Someone said, this is my true color. I don't know the song, but I said, this is my true color. When you get married, the true color begin to show. Don't begin to run to the court. So please subscribe. I love you. I love you with all of my heart, because I know you are human and you are there. And I know, go watch my videos. I'm likable. You love Tina Okonji. You love Christopher Okonji. You love us because we have something that we have to lighten up your day. And then if there's any question you need to ask, do ask. We appreciate it.
Be free to ask.
All right. So
it's a privilege for us to answer.
Yeah. It's an opportunity that God has given. I would not
Yes,
joke with
we
it.
don't joke
So
with
we
it.
say marriage is very beautiful. Please do not live your life to chances, and don't begin to look marry. When you marry, if you are married to someone that is not fine, that is not tall, that is not light in complexion, does not have big breast or boom they call it,
Yeah.
does not have big boob, what they call it, I don't know what, pardon me, they call me
Whatever they
OC,
call it.
whatever, does not have all the lashes,
All the features that
all the
you
features
fancy.
that everyone fancy. You are already married, though. Have control yourself and stop looking for something that is outside.
That does not exist.
And that's why we're telling people, if you're going to marry now, I'm going to treat it as a topic someday. Marry when you can see very well.
Don't marry in the night.
Don't marry like when
Like Jacob.
Jacob married
Marry in
in
the
the night, and they gave him what? They gave him Leah.
Yeah.
They gave him Leah.
In
He
the night.
married in the night. He
Yeah.
could not see. I will treat the topic very soon. When you marry Leah, you know that you married in the night. He was not seeing when they gave him the wife.
Yeah.
And guess what? Morning time came, and he now discovered that who he has is what?
It's
It's
Leah.
Leah.
And Leah
And
was not the love of his life.
Not his heartthrob. Is it heartthrob they call it?
That
Is that a heartthrob
It's not
called?
Rachel.
The Rachel. Rachel is the heart of Jacob. And guess what? When you marry at night, it's advantage of marrying at night that you go out, start looking for the one that you wanted.
That you're looking for.
Like that Dr. Williams was preaching some time ago, and some people are preaching. He said some people, if you see some people's family, it's true. Like I discovered my father's family, there's certain kind of women they like to marry.
Yeah.
And I one time I discussed, yes, I was discussing, don't even go there now. Certain family, something like that, they just like this kind of girls that appear. There's something
that brings us that kind of beauty that
they
is
are
common
family,
with their family.
Whatever.
That's in the family of is it Abraham now? Yes, they say they like fair women. You remember that story I was told about Abraham? They said that time he went to Egypt and
because I actually saw another man that told me I like black women.
They like fair women.
Yeah.
So it's something in the bloodline.
Yeah.
So the pattern of the bloodline they call it.
So if you want to go and marry someone, don't go and marry in the night, because you might have married someone that is not having the thing that is common to the people of your bloodline. And guess what? When you now marry that one, you will now start looking for that particular one.
That was what happened to Jacob anyway. He ended up marrying 2 wives. It was bound. Why everyone works out?
Well, I'm just using it as an example. It's not that we are God that knows them, but I'm just telling you, when you marry in the night, because actually it says most of the time that he never really loved Leah.
Yeah, he never loved. He never loved Leah.
No, not before marriage. I mean, afterward, of course.
He never loved her. And if you know, let's give an instance.
Even the children.
Good. Yeah, the children. That's what I want to say. If you remember very well, Leah gave him the first
set of children
of the boys that made the 12 tribe. But it was when Rachel gave birth to Joseph, that was when the patriarch actually came alive.
Yeah.
He gave him Joseph. And the meaning of Joseph is that God has added. That was when Israel realized.
That was the savior of the people in the famine in Egypt.
And you see how God will have it. God now brought the savior from Rachel.
The person he loved. I mean, there's something.
No, I'm going somewhere about what God did there.
Please love the light.
Initially, when Leah came
subscribe to my channel, please. I beg you.
Initially, when Leah came, I'm saying something. The Bible said that God opened the womb of Leah, and she kept giving birth, and God closed the womb of Rachel. She didn't give birth until a certain time that the Bible said that God now opened the womb of Rachel, and she gave birth to Joseph. That was when the patriarch now said, Jacob now said, "Oh, this is the son of my old age."
And he actually loved that guy that brought jealousy from his brothers. And so
Joseph of many colors.
The coat of many colors. Joseph with coat of many colors.
And as God will have it, he became the savior of the tribe.
Yeah, Joseph, at the time of need. Not only the tribe, but also other nations benefited from his wisdom. So when you actually marry the right man or right woman for your life, it saves even nations to come.
That's true.
It brings solution and light.
Yeah.
You understand? That might come in the future.
That's true.
So don't play on marrying the right
The wrong
person.
The wrong person.
No, don't play. Don't play on marrying the right person. Do all you can. Pray about it.
Yeah.
It's not everything that is flying everywhere that is your own.
That's true.
There is someone specifically made for you.
That's
the
true.
person obeys you.
Yeah.
If you are the man,
yeah.
She calls you Lord.
She calls
even
you Lord.
as
She calls
Sarah,
you
because they respect.
Yeah.
They respect you. She respects you.
Your person.
You respect him or she respect. Although the reverse is the case. But don't be now.
That is true. That's true.
So please don't rush into any marriage. Be it a white wedding or church
marriage.
blessing or
court marriage.
White wedding can be done outside the garden or whatever. So look at it. So that they wear white wedding gown to church.
Yeah.
Church blessing or
court
traditional marriage
yeah.
or whatever, or Islam, whatever it is.
Court marriage.
Yeah, it's called registry marriage. Don't rush into anyone.
Yeah.
Make sure it's your heart. There's a young guy that says that day. He said anyone that gives you joy. You understand? When you see the one that gives you joy, don't waste time.
Yeah.
Carry the person and run. Every other thing will fall in place. Every other thing will fall in place. Do you want to find joy? Make sure you are marrying the right person
at the right time.
At the right time. All right. So let's talk. I want to have someone say something to us. Thank you. We might look elderly age-wise, but we are not up to 80 years.
Of course. Age is in the mind.
All right, we are friends. All right,
it's a thing of the
we
mind.
are still in our 50s, so we can still relate with everyone.
Even better.
All right, even better. If you see me like this, I jump around, I dance.
Acceptance.
Go and watch our video. You see that we are always dancing.
Yeah.
So I can even dance more than some people.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so please like and subscribe to my channel. I will appreciate it. All right, go watch my other videos. Yeah. Go visit Okonji Christopher Television too. I'm sure it's a man that you like. And I haven't seen your like here. You can gift me too as you're watching the video.
The like.
I appreciate it.
Subscribe and press the notification button.
I want to say also, remember that whoever you are getting married to, honestly, I ask every day should be intelligent.
Yeah.
Don't marry a dullard. Intelligent person that you all can reason together and add to the family.
Yeah. You
don't go marry someone that you all cannot reason together and add to the family.
Sorry, mommy. I want to bring. I want to bring something. I want to bring something here.
Yeah, please.
Sorry, there's a saying that two intelligent people should not get married. I want to coin it this way. When we talk about intelligent, at least, but someone
that they know too much. That's what I'm saying.
That's what we're saying.
I'm talking about
financial. We have okay, put the financial. Well, I'm just trying to put a balance right now. Marry somebody that has wisdom. A man of wisdom. You understand what I mean? Saves the whole thing. There's a man in the Bible that gave a wisdom to a particular tribe that saves them, but his name was not mentioned. It doesn't have, because why? He never had money.
It was said to him that I was a poor man. A poor man's wisdom saved the city. The poor man's wisdom saved his name was not mentioned because he was a poor man. Nothing more, no more reference was made concerning that man. And why we are saying this is that aside from that, every family is better and runs finer when there is that financial synergy.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. So when there is no finances, thank you there for the like. I appreciate it. Have you subscribed? Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. I appreciate that. You've made my day. Please like the life more. So I want to say to us that it's good for everyone to find something doing.
Something worth doing.
If my husband has, for example, ₦1 million in his account, let's say, and then he's earning, let's say, little by little, monthly or maybe weekly or so, and I'm able to earn to cushion. All right, it now becomes 1 + 1 makes 2, 100 + 100 makes 200.
That's right.
And we can also save and add up. But a venture of time of
rainy day,
or maybe when you will need it. You don't have to be running at a skater, thinking of one uncle or one friend that might also have need and might not be there to help. Please, let's concentrate. So I want to say to us, let's marry someone that can help you,
Yeah.
pushing the financial demand of the family.
That's
There's
right.
nothing absolutely wrong in taking your family out for vacation. I had this family that would tell us that truly, and I'm planning it this year by the grace of God.
We are planning it this year.
Yeah, that's in my own angle. You understand? I desire. We have not discussed it as a family, but of course we're going to discuss as a family. Planning if he agrees to that, so that by the end of towards the end of the year we go on vacation.
Yeah.
And then that means the man said he didn't have it, but you have to save towards it. Are we saving towards such? Because something like vacation, it has a way of unifying the union.
Yeah.
Just strengthening,
Solidifying the
strengthening the
relationship.
union.
Yeah.
Your children going to goodly school
Yeah.
is not a crime.
At all.
Traveling out of the nation
Yeah,
is
on
not
the
a
earth,
crime.
definitely it's not.
Going on some kind of vacation
Yeah.
is not a crime.
Mm.
It's not a crime in any way.
Yeah.
So what we are trying to say in that regard is save to do things that will add
Color to the marriage.
it will make your marriage solid.
Yeah.
It's good for everyone that can work to work, except if you have health concern.
Yeah.
Like some time back, I was down in health. I couldn't do much.
Yeah.
But because of the plan of yesterday and the possibly savings, because of the one thing I've done in time past, and he too is doing, it's helped us. We didn't have to run at a skater looking for anyone
Yeah.
that should
They'll come
help
and
us.
pushing up. Yeah.
All right. So it's very, very important and very, very vital
Yeah.
for people to look at the financial aspect of it. Actually, it's always said that communication,
It's
money,
a key. It's a key.
sex,
Mm.
all those things
Keeps the
are
marriage
very
going.
vital,
Are vital in the
in
marriage.
keeping
The
the
relationship
marriage going. So
Yeah.
it's that nobody's talking. Should we come on? So I said to the young people, like I said some days ago, do not be scared of
Going into marriage.
going into marriage. Marriage is a beauty ordained by God for people to come into it and express love.
Yeah.
Express
Togetherness.
love. And to the married one, I said, if you are opportune to be married, please enjoy everything.
Yeah.
Enjoy goodly romance with your husband. Enjoy goodly food with your husband.
Yeah.
All right. The man also.
Enjoy goodly togetherness.
Yeah. Enjoy sex.
Compartments.
Enjoy. Life is one.
Yeah. Life is beautiful too.
Life is beautiful and meant to be enjoyed. If you do not enjoy it,
when are you going to enjoy
when
it?
are you going to enjoy it? There is no life to anyone that's gone to the grave. In fact, the dead has no understanding of anything.
Anything, that's true.
How is it said?
Yeah.
The dead has no understanding of anything.
anything, yeah.
There's no life in the grave.
In the
In
dead.
fact, the one that even hit me must say God has nothing to.
To do with the dead.
No,
It's
he's
not
not the God of the
Yeah,
dead.
it's the God of the living.
God is only the God of the living.
Yeah.
So when you are dead, your own
It's
is
finished
finished.
for the earth.
Naka, how someone will say, Naka ya kari.
Mm.
Yoruba man will say, Tie Titon.
Yeah.
Tie Titon. Igbo woman will say, or Igbo man will say, Nkege Abuna.
Mm.
Shike Nang.
She spoke slangs then.
Oti Pari.
She has spoke slangs then. For
Yeah.
those of us that don't understand.
Yeah. For the Englishman, we said, it's over.
It's over, yeah.
It's over.
Mm.
There's nothing more to do with the dead.
Yeah.
In fact, when you are in the hospital and the person gives up, they just come immediately when the person is certified dead. They just use a kind of cloth and cover and say, move the person to the morgue. They will
Yeah.
write this. They will write on that he passed.
He passed on.
So you added
passed on.
God, our God, your God
You
is
are
the
privileged
God
that
of
you are
the
alive.
living.
You are-
Please
you are
like the
privileged- it's a privilege that you are
live
alive.
and subscribe to my channel. God bless you. I love you before you know who I am.
Yeah.
I'm commanded, like you
I
always
love you.
remind me, I'm commanded to love you.
That's true.
All right, please just give me a subscription, subscribe to my channel.
Yeah.
Watch my videos, help me to grow. Help me
Yeah.
to grow. I'm just a young and I want to
Monetized.
earn a living
Yeah.
via YouTube. If other people are, why not me?
Yeah.
Why not me?
So
Why
consider
not
her
me? Why
and-
not
and-
me?
And I mean,
Why not
and wire
me?
up
Why not
by
me?
giving her a thumb up and also giving her super
Subscribe
chats.
and you can super chat Mama Tina.
Give her money for coffee.
I have to grow.
Yeah, give her
And
money for
I want
coffee.
to appreciate your gifting
Mm.
to me. So what other area are we talking about? If you don't enjoy life, someone said in the, I think it's the book of Sons of Solomon, he said, is it Solomon or whatever? He said, let the Be ravished with the love of your wife.
It's Solomon, Songs of Solomon.
Yeah,
Be ravished with the love of your youth.
your wife, and then let her love ravish you. Be ravished with the love of your wife, or something like that. And then it's a long time I read that scripture, so pardon me. And then he said, be satisfied with her breast. Others do not drink water out of. Drink water out of your own system. Means have enjoy sexual intercourse. And what marriage is beautiful, as long as you have planned. The only problem is finances. If you plan a way of making sure there's adequate finances, especially when there is need. Oga, madam, according to the Nigerian people, you cannot fail.
You cannot fail. You're not designed to fail.
And it's not late to start any venture.
Yes, yeah, of course.
All right, so it's not late. So we have been talking about marriage previously, and I know no one is talking back at us.
They just want to be getting the vibes.
Okay, like, subscribe to my channel. All right.
And then listening to you.
And then if you have parents, actually, no matter their age, whether they are old or they are young, encourage them to love themselves.
Yeah.
Call me anywhere, invite me anywhere, wake me up anytime. I tell people marriages can be enjoyed, relationship can be enjoyed to the fullness. Yeah. Do not allow a toxic situation whereby somebody is in your life and is tormenting you.
That's what a toxic situation.
Do not allow for a toxic situation. Any form of toxic situation whereby a woman or a man will be in your life and be putting you under the armpits. Putting you under, and I tell yourself, struggle, get yourself out of the armpit of any witch or wizard that want to make you feel that you are nobody. You are somebody.
Going somewhere to happen.
Endow with beauty.
Yes.
Have you seen your beautiful eyes?
Yeah.
Have you seen your beautiful nose sculptured?
Yeah, that's
Have
true.
you seen your beautiful lips?
Yeah.
Have you seen your set of teeth? Have you seen your structure?
Yeah.
Have you seen what is your career?
Structure
Have
like
you
a Mona Lisa.
Did you know what it took for you to go to school and obtain that beautiful degree?
Yeah.
Why will someone come and put you down? No. I say, please fight it.
Fight it.
No allowing of any witch.
Yes.
No allowing of any wizard.
Yes, sir.
In your life to torment you. They should go and get their brain reset. I think I will do a topic on that. Reset. They should go and allow their brains to be reset before they come into your life and make your life miserable. It's not allowed.
Don't take it. It's not allowed.
It's not accepted. Please give me a subscription. Subscribe. You know, I've gone off. I was actually talking about the registry. We were actually talking about the registry marriage. And then we have gone through a lot because nobody was talking. Please, can you ask a question?
Let's give them a moment for them to talk. Anyone want to add something, please? You have a listen. Can you say something? Or you have a question?
Someone said, I'm already 50 years in marriage and yet I have not done the registry marriage. What do I do?
Ask questions. We are marriage counselors here. We'll be able to help you. Or
is it necessary to actually do after you are 50 years old now, your husband is 50 something?
Because to do the court marriage.
Is this impossible? It's perfectly possible.
Because you are doing it for posterity. In that case, that's very good question you raise.
If I remarry again.
Yes, remarry again, that's it.
Marry again.
You do it for posterity's sake. Because whatever you do, the generation that's coming will also imbibe from it. It's good to do it than not doing it. You understand what I mean? It's good to do it.
And then we are mentoring today.
You are mentoring the younger generation.
We wouldn't want.
So whatever you are doing, you are passing the bulk to the next generation.
We wouldn't want when the person is far gone and the children are there.
And the mistake has been done already.
And then they are fighting.
So even if even if it's 70, you want to do it. Because you know why? You want to correct something. Let my life be a correction. Yes, do it.
You can still make it.
Let my life be a correction.
Even at 80 years, you can still remarry again. And do you know the funniest part? When you're going to marry, do the court or registry marriage or whatever, or the traditional marriage, because you have not done it before. It will be as if you are marrying afresh.
Yeah.
And so you are renewing your love.
And before we forget, let's say something that's so vital.
Please watch my other videos now, please.
Let's say something that's so vital.
Don't skip the adverts.
I want to say something that's so vital. You see, I mentioned, I brought the balance when we started earlier. I said these three aspects of marriage, the white wedding, the traditional wedding, and the court marriage. I mean, God has put a stamp to it. God accepts it. God agrees to it. Because why? You are bringing your marriage before God. You are bringing your marriage before the tradition. God respects the traditions of men. I said it before. And God also respect the law of the land. It's God that instituted and God respects it. And there's something it does in your marriage. If you can complete all these aspects, it has a way of making your marriage flow very easy.
With ease.
With ease. Because why? You have met the criteria. God is the one that ordained marriage, and He has given the blueprint. The blueprint is that do the white wedding, do the traditional wedding, and also do the court marriage. So you are subscribing to. Let me. That's the word, subscribing
To the in thing.
To the in thing.
Yeah.
And it works. Once you don't subscribe to anything that you don't have belief in. That's why you see when we're in YouTube, one of the greatest things that can happen to a YouTuber is you having a subscriber. Subscription. Because why? A subscriber does not give you a subscription on 100 rates.
Yeah.
Why are you subscribing to me? Because you believe in what I'm doing.
You like what I'm
Your
doing.
belief system is your power.
Yeah.
So when you're releasing it, you can also take it back. But you really say, I subscribe to this guy. I believe in what Mama T is doing. I believe in what Papa Chris is doing. You give your subscription.
Yeah.
You believe.
It's beautiful.
And it's your belief system
that
makes a man.
Yeah.
Whatever you believe in, you can die for it. I rest my case.
All right, thank you very much, and I want to say thank you so much, beloved. I love you for being part of this discussion at this moment. I'm trusting God for more strength, where I can stay up to 4 hours doing my life, and then people have to gift me.
Yes,
all right, so I can answer a question. But please do me a favor of going to watch all my videos. They're always packed full with something. You always gain something out of the well of experience that we have over time. I'm telling you, yes, you will always draw something, draw from it. I'm telling you, and then I don't work just by my experience. I rely on God. We look up to God to give us direction. People go to my channel and go to look for topics of discussion. I said, well, I can never exhaust. If I'm in the kitchen cooking, I can have 20 subjects to talk about running, because I've been doing health relationship building. Any angle God gives me inspiration, I come, I deliver to my word and to my people. So anyone can come to my channel and pick something. This topic today, we are talking about registry marriage, but then we have dived into a lot of things, and I want to say from it you can even make 10 videos out of the various topics that we have looked in and we have talked about. So I want to say I really appreciate you. Help me watch my videos, help me share, help me look at the topics, and then see what you can get. When you see my shots, I'm trying to bring some kind of entertainment, not like we are talking and talking. Very soon, we are trusting God to move to somewhere better where we can express ourselves well. Then you see me do other aspects. I'm not only relegated. We are not only relegated sitting down and talking. We are still building so that people will be seeing us. And I just went through some health, whatever. I just came up with social. I'm sitting down right now. By the time we come, when I will now keep moving around, and then you see the best of me. People have asked me to cook for them. He said, Mama, cook for me. They want to see me cook. I will do that when the time comes.
When the time permits.
And then I'll be very happy that I'll be connecting more. When I have my opportunity to go to the village, you will see the village aspect of me. When I have opportunity to travel out for missions, you see me preaching. I will be on missions talking to people and working.
People,
and I know that it's going to be a very beautiful opportunity and time out, that the name of Jesus will be glorified. And then anytime I'm out doing whatever I'm doing, you that have been following, you will definitely get something from what we are offering, because out of experience of life, we are not out to deceive people. And we're going to be doing this, God giving us life as long as we live. We are trusting God for so many things. Please be a part of our testimony. Do not run away from us. Please watch my videos. Give me a super thumb up, a super chat, buy me coffee, love me, like I've just said earlier. And God will send many your way. I love you. I love you.
We love you.
And we pray for you that which has been challenging you. I pray for our subscribers. So if you have anything challenging you, God will clear it off the way so you can breathe fresh air. If there's anyone that is so real you can be with in the internet world, is me. And my husband. Because we are very real. We are all about achieving God's assignment in our lives. And I want to say that because you're a part of us, you have nothing to regret. All right. So thank you very much. And we appreciate you, even as we come back live soon. But I want to say, please, go on and watch our other videos. Please, make it a point of duty to go always and watch our videos. You will not regret. God bless you. And God increase you. and God bring right people
And God beautify you
your
also.
way.
Yeah.
You will have reason to testify. If you're trusting God to marry, please go and marry.
Yeah.
Go and marry.
The sun is clear.
They say, what is it called? The sky is what?
The limit.
Blue. No, you have
Sky
no
is blue,
limit.
but there is no limit.
Every
Sky
it
is
said
blue.
there's another saying that said the land is green.
The land is green.
There is
The land is green and
the
it's
land
luscious.
is green
And luscious.
and it's luscious.
Mm.
The land is green. And then what more can we say? There is opportunity for you everywhere. Nothing can cut short your
That which is yours.
desires.
Yeah.
All right. Everything is working according to the plan of
God
God
for you.
you. You are beautiful, you are special,
Mm.
and we love you. See you
See you
soon.
soon.
Please go
God bless
and
you.
watch our other videos. Sorry, I love you. I don't want to switch out on you, but I just have to at this moment. Thank you. All right, you are the best of gifts.